Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and today we're going to be reviewing the all-new 2020 Chevy Traverse Premier. And the reason I wanted to go over this vehicle is right now third row SUVs are just super popular here in the US, so I'm going to try to cover pretty much every single third row SUV that I can. But as always, we're going to do a quick walk around on the Traverse, and we're going to take it out and see how it drives. A huge shout out and thank you to the Larry H. Miller Chevy here in Murray, Utah for providing us with this Traverse. Check out their inventory in the link below. Under the hood here, we have a naturally aspirated 3.6 liter V6 that goes through a 9-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 17 around town and 25 on the highway, with power outputs being 310 horsepower and then 266 pound-feet of torque. Coming around the front here, I actually really like the front end design here on the Traverse. It kind of mimics the Blazer a little bit, but the lights aren't so sharp, I guess I could say. But this still does have full LEDs, which look really nice when they are actually on. Obviously, you've got the Chevy bow tie there in the center. Fog lights are down below. But other than that, they keep things pretty simple here on the front end of the Traverse. Coming around the side here, we've got two 55/55/20s for the tire and rim setup, and I mean, they just go for a pretty standard setup on the rims, just kind of like the chrome accenting. Matches a little chrome badging there on the side, and then the chrome that runs all along the side of it, and also the chrome on the top of the mirror there for the Traverse. But here is a full side angle on the Traverse. Here's our key fob for the Traverse. You got the Chevy bow tie in the back. You've got the unlock, lock function, remote start, and then the tailgate release in the back right there. So if we actually lock the Traverse and then hold down the remote start function, takes a moment, but you can hear it start up. And then when you are done with that, all you have to do is just press that again, that'll shut it off. Now if we press the tailgate twice, that'll open up the rear hatch. Now coming to the back here of the Traverse, all the floor mats are back there, and I like how they have the floor mat extend to the rear seat. That's a nice little touch. Obviously, if you throw the seats down and actually store things on them, which is pretty easy to throw the seat down, you just have to pull that little strap and push it forward. And coincidentally, that strap is also what pulls the seat back up. You just have to pull that strap, and yeah, then you are good to go there. And then if you do want to lower down the rear tailgate, all you have to do is press that button, and then that will lower the rear hatch back down. Now finishing things up in the rear of the Traverse here, obviously it has the Premier badge, Traverse badge on the other side. The taillights here, they kind of wrap around to the side, which is a neat little look, but you can definitely tell this is a third row SUV because the rear here, there's kind of like this random just like bulge to the back, which is interesting looking, but yeah, kind of gives it away that it's third row. They have keyless entry, so one touch to lock it, unlock it, just press it again, or actually again. There we go, now it's unlocked. Now here is the door panel in the rear of the Traverse. You got this nice little padding right here, and actually continues up to the side. And then you got kind of like little storage spaces just all around. And this one's got the captain chairs in it. They do have these nice little armrests, perforations all throughout the chairs themselves. And then we've got a couple little charging stations there, heated seats for these captain chairs, and there's climate controls for the third row. And yes, we are going to step in. So, captain chairs first. I kind of slipped there a little bit. But anyways, here's the leg space just down below. So tons of leg room. And then headroom, I'm about 5'11", and yeah, I've got more than enough room. And well, I've got to move the armrest so that we can kind of scoot to the back. Oh, booty too big to fit in the rear. Okay, now in the back here, this seat is folded down, and I obviously have to put my headrest up, but you can imagine legroom's a little bit cramped here, so if you want a little bit more room, I'm looking to maybe like the Tahoe or the Suburban just to get more legroom in the back. But headroom is more than fine. I mean, my legs are kind of scrunched up, but I've got more than enough space in the back. Coming up front, we've got keyless entry, so that'll lock it, and then press it again, that'll unlock it. Cool, says Traverse right there, and they got little side mirror. Anyways, the door panel in the front looks identical to the rear, so I'm not going to go over it too much, other than you have the window controls here, mirror controls in that area. That is your memory seats, your door lock and unlock, and then you got a little door handle, and that trim right there is pretty nice. That is for the tailgate to set it in different positions. You got a speaker for the Bose sound system. Here is the front seat itself, and just design-wise, the seat looks really nice. Has really nice feeling here on the side of the leather. It's actually pretty soft to the touch. Power adjustments will be on the side of the seat. Pedal layout, just so you can see that. Light controls are in that little area, and then the steering wheel is actually automatically adjustable. And here's one more look before we pop in. To start with the Traverse, just put your foot on the brake, push, push start, and all of the gauges will do a sweep. Everything will come to life. You can see they do like the super long sweep, and then boom, now it's all on. Here's the steering wheel in the Traverse. If we zoom in, again, we've got that Chevy bow tie there. These are all the controls for the center screen. We'll go over that in a minute. Voice commands, phone controls. Heated steering wheel is actually over on this side, which I'm going to turn off. That's your collision assistance, cruise control on the other side. Interesting color choice for the steering wheel, but it actually matches the interior. The steering wheel itself feels really nice. There are radio controls on the back of the steering wheel. It's kind of like little rocker panels. Light control over there, also for your turn signal, and then on the other side you've got the control for the windshield wipers. Here are the gauges. You've got RPMs on the left side. On the right side you've got this speed, and then there's a couple different menus that you can scroll through on this. Just gives you different bits of information. Pretty standard, pretty straightforward. It's nice that you can kind of do the little navigation there in the center stack. Here's the center infotainment system. If we pop into reverse, a backup camera will pop up with little parking sensors. There are trajectory lines, and there's a ton of camera views here on the Traverse. I mean, I can see out the front, I can see more front, I can see more back, I can see like kind of like over the receiver hitch, all that kind of stuff. I mean, just everywhere. There's tons of different views here. So parking the Traverse is going to be absolutely no problem at all. And that last one's pretty cool if you actually do need to hook up to a receiver hitch with this. But now that we are out of the camera system, going over the rest of the stuff, navigation function right there. Just going to the map view itself, yeah, response time on that's actually pretty good. This touchscreen functions pretty well. I like to have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay on this. You do get the rear climate, which is nice. Like I said, this has 3 climate zones, 2 for the front and then 1 for the rear. Analog controls for the radio in that little area. It is, like I said, a tri-zone climate is what you would call it, and I'm actually going to turn off my seats because it's a little bit too warm now, but you do get air-conditioned seats up front in this Premier package. A couple more charging stations, wireless charging just down here. Now this is the 9-speed automatic transmission if you want to shift the gears yourself, and then you do have a low right there, parking brake over in this area, and then we do have our drive modes, which I'll get into in just a moment. This is the center console. Lifting that up, yeah, you got a little cool storage tray in that area. And then finally, opening up the glove box itself, there's kind of a view of that so you can see the storage in the glove box, and there's kind of this nice soft touch above it. So that's your stability control. That's to keep you in your lanes. Now, you've got your 2-wheel drive, your 4-wheel drive, and then that is what I imagine is your sport mode because it's kind of twisting, and then your tow mode. But we will pop it all here, so it'll pop up on the center screen when we switch between the drive modes. So all-wheel drive mode on. If we switch it even further, oh, off-road mode, I was wrong, it's not a race mode, it's off-road mode. And then we switch it again, and we've got the tow haul mode. For this review, we're just gonna have to have it in the 2-wheel drive because that's really all we need for the driving that we're doing. Now up top here, no sunroof or anything like that, no TVs in the back, but vents all over the roof. Light controls in that area, and it is a lighter colored headliner which matches the rest of the interior. Wrapping things up on the interior of this Traverse, I'm sure you guys are all wondering on pricing. So this particular Traverse in the Premier package with all the options that it has, stickers for just over $50,000 before any type of market adjustment. That all being said, let's take this Traverse out and see how it drives. Before we set off here in the Traverse, I've got to turn off the heated steering wheel again because a little bit too toasty for me. But anyways, visibility over the hood, super solid. You can see visibility through both of the mirrors. And then throughout the rear, I wish that last window was just a little bit larger, but other than that, the other windows, it's really easy to see out of. And, well, let's set off. And by set off, I mean, I'm gonna have to wait like a solid while because there is a ton of traffic today. Well, I actually got lucky. So initially setting off here in the Traverse, I'm going to talk about the ride quality so far, and I expected it to be really smooth, and it is. I mean, so far it's going over everything. Nothing's really upsetting the car. So yeah, from a ride quality standpoint, checks all the boxes. In terms of the road noise, I hear a little bit of tire noise, but in general, it's actually pretty minimal on the just tire noise part of it. And what I want to mention now that I'm actually up to a little bit higher speeds is the vehicle is just super stable. Like, there's not a whole lot of tracking with the steering wheel or anything like that. Some vehicles, when you get into them, they'll just kind of track to one side or the other, but this, I mean, it just stays straight in a line really well. Taking a turn at the light here, the steering is very light. Pretty direct for an SUV. I mean, there is a little bit of vagueness, but for the size of SUV that this is, it's relatively direct. Well, we are finally about to get our massive acceleration here in the Traverse. Wait for it. Geared down pretty quickly. That transmission is actually pretty quick to shift here in the automatic mode. If I try it a little bit in the, I've tried a little bit in the manual mode, it just doesn't respond as well. So I'd recommend just leave it in the automatic mode. But other than that, it's got a good amount of power for what it is and for what most people would use it for. No, it's not like this massively quick, fast vehicle, but the power is adequate, what I would describe it as. And that leads me into summing things up for the Chevy Traverse here. What I would say is just an entire package. It's a really good third row SUV. The one thing I will say about, like I said earlier, about the third row is it's a little bit cramped, but most SUVs in this size category, their third rows are pretty small. It's kind of really just reserved for children. But everything else about the SUV, it's got good technology. I like the infotainment system. I just like how easy it is to use. And like I said, power is more than adequate. And by the way, this is why I love Utah. Look at all those mountains. But yeah, I mean, just as like a complete package, it's really solid. It's a comfortable vehicle, and it's right at the right price point for where everything else is at in this segment. So yeah, if you're in the market for a third row SUV, definitely take a look at the 2020 Traverse. And there we have it, everyone, the all-new 2020 Chevy Traverse Premier. Again, a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry H. Miller Chevy here in Murray, Utah for providing us with the Traverse. Check out the inventory in the link below. If you're stopping for the first time, please subscribe. I will see all of you in that next video.